Hey, it's Amanda, and I just wanted to briefly come to you on today on a topic, and that topic is love anyway. Now, love is so universal. Love, is so extreme. Love is so underrated, overrated. What is love? Well, God is love. And the Lord tells us that faith works by love. Love covers a multitude of sin. Love never fails. So, being as though it's February and, Valentine's Day is coming up, not that I'm really into like those type of holidays or anything like that. The bottom line is, it got you thinking about love. Tina Turner said, "What's love got to do with it?" So, my response to that song would be everything. Love totally makes a difference in this world. Love makes a difference in our families. Love makes a difference in our nation, in our churches, in our schools, in our synagogues, in our universities, in our places of worship. Love is such a strong spirit that it can't be ignored. So, what do you do when it's hard to love? Well, first of all, you got to think about how God first loved you. What I think about is how Christ first loved me. Despite my insecurities, despite my flaws, my issues, my shortcomings, the Lord has always been faithful unto me. And it's a continual process, but we must learn how to love at all costs. Honestly, we can't allow a spirit of fear to come in, because the Bible tells us that the Lord hasn't given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. And when you can fully grasp the whole essence of that reference of Scripture, you will be able to love freely. You don't have to make excuses. You don't have to apologize for wanting to love, because this is what we're called to do. We must forgive. Forgive that you be forgiven. That's part of love. Our love is the foundation by which we build mainly all things. Love, love, love. You can always boil it down to a love issue. Love is a beautiful thing. I can go on and on and on about love, but I just wanted to jump on here because this may not be for everybody, but it's definitely for someone. Someone may be going through a difficult time where maybe you have a discrepancy. Maybe there's a misunderstanding. The Bible tells us where strife and envying is, there's every evil work. So you must be careful not to allow a spirit of strife to enter in. Once you have identified what the issue is, go to God in prayer. No, don't wait till you find out what the issue is. If you pray, God will tell you what the issue is. The Lord will give you supernatural wisdom as to how to approach that situation. So we can't just think we know it all, we have all the answers, we can find it in a self-help book. Go to, I think it's First Corinthians. Go there. And I'm telling you, it's such an excellent reference of Scripture. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. My mother's mother, she, went on to be with the Lord many years ago. We called her Nanny. That was one of her favorite references of Scripture. Nanny loved that. Love is patient, love is kind, so I'm telling you, just make a decision to love. Think love when you make a decision. Don't think fear. Think love. Let love be the strongest factor. Let love be the motivating force behind your actions. Let love lead you. In a spirit of love, you will submit unto the Lord. Love will cause you to pick yourself back up and say, "Cast not away your confidence, for it has a great recompense of reward." When you walk in the spirit of love, you walk in the spirit of truth. The Bible even tells us to speak the truth in love. When you're coming from a love standpoint, you won't feel so paralyzed, so impotent, and like, okay, how do I approach this situation? I'm trying to be nice. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But really, honesty, I hate to sound like a cheap cliche. Honesty is the best policy, man. And when it's rooted in the spirit of love, you can freely speak knowing I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me. That's in Philippians 4:13. It's not coming from a place of arrogance, but it's coming from a place of love. So as you go throughout your day, your week, this year, moving forward and beyond, make a love decision. It's not goo goo gaga, I love you, you love me. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that agape love, that unconditional love that the Bible speaks of. Love is a strong factor. Make a love decision. Love anyway. Forgive. Move forward. Pick yourself back up and understand that the Lord will never leave you nor forsake you. He loves you. Love. Shalom.